$100. That's it. That is literally the only number we are focusing on in this explainer today. Not 1,000, not 10,000, just $100. Made entirely online, completely from scratch, starting with absolute zero. Because, well, here's the secret that nobody really tells you. Making your first $100 online isn't actually about the cash itself. It's about undeniable psychological proof. It's proof that the model actually works, and proof that a complete stranger, somewhere out there on the internet, will pull out their credit card and pay you for something that you built.
Welcome to The Explainer. I am so pumped you're here today. We're going to dive right into the source material and walk through the exact step-by-step roadmap to making that first $100 online. And look, this isn't going to be some vague high-level theory. We're looking at one specific battle-tested path. You don't need an audience right now, you don't need prior experience, and you don't even need a product yet. You just need an internet connection and the willingness to actually follow the sequence we're about to break down.
Here is our blueprint for today. We'll hit 1. The power of proof. 2. The backward sequence. 3. Building and listing your product. 4. Outreach and content. And finally, 5. After the sale.
All right, jumping right into section 1, the power of proof. Let's talk about why that first $100 changes absolutely everything. Before we get into the nitty-gritty mechanics of how to do this, we really have to understand the profound psychological shift that happens the very second that first payment notification hits your phone. Right now, you might be stuck in what we call the consume phase. You know the feeling? It's that self-doubt, endlessly binge-watching tutorials, and just crossing your fingers, hoping it works for someone like you. But getting that first $100, that pushes you permanently into the builder phase. The doubt gets a whole lot quieter because you suddenly have undeniable proof of the model. All of a sudden, the path from $100 to $1,000 isn't just a pipe dream. It becomes a clear, tangible reality. You realize, wow, I can actually execute this and succeed.
Moving on to section 2, the backward sequence. This is exactly why most people fail.
So why do so many beginners spin their wheels for months on end with literally zero results? It's a completely mechanical problem. It's because they're using a backward sequence. They're pouring all their energy into the wrong things in the completely wrong order. Look at the wrong way for a second. People spend weeks trying to build an audience, designing fancy logos, picking out brand colors long before they even have a single thing to sell. That sequence is entirely backwards, and a backward sequence produces zero results. The right way is the total opposite. You build the product first, you get it live. Then you build the audience around that product, and finally you convert them. Skipping any step in this correct sequence is what derails the whole thing. Section 3. Build your digital product. We're going from a raw idea to a finished PDF in just 48 hours. Okay, this is your first massive action phase. We're going to find a highly useful idea and build a simple, structured guide that solves a specific problem. To find your topic, you really only need to ask yourself one crucial question. What do I know that someone else would gladly pay to learn faster? And here's the key. You are not looking for the most perfect, world-changing idea. You don't have to be a master or a guru. It just needs to be genuinely useful to a beginner. It could be a productivity hack, a fitness routine, meal prepping, organizing, or even resume writing. Just pick one specific problem for one specific person and let's run with it. Now, we are going to leverage AI to build this thing super fast. Open up Claude AI. You're going to use this exact prompt. You tell it, write a detailed outline for a PDF guide called Insert Your Title here, define your target reader really specifically, and tell Claude to take them from their starting point to their desired outcome. Ask for 3 main sections, make it practical with zero filler. This prompt is like a cheat code. It instantly generates a structured, totally logical outline in just a couple of minutes. It literally saves you weeks of staring at a terrifyingly blank page. From there, it's basically a simple assembly line. Step 1, you prompt the outline. Step 2, you go section by section and prompt Claude to write the full text in a clear, conversational tone using specific examples. Step 3, you take all that AI-generated text, drop it into Canva on an A4 document with a clean white background and dark text. Don't overcomplicate the design. Step 4, export it as a PDF. Guys, it is a ridiculously simple 1 to 2 day process to get a clean, completely finished digital product that's actually ready to sell. Section 4, list and price it. Let's set up shop in one afternoon. Now that your PDF is sitting on your desktop, we got to put it on the internet so that anyone, anywhere in the world can actually hand you money for it. If you use a platform like Whop, your listing needs exactly 3 non-negotiable elements to turn a frustrated visitor into an eager buyer. First, you need a specific, outcome-driven title. Don't try to be clever here, just say exactly what they are getting.
Second, a description that speaks to their pain first and your solution second. Open up by describing their frustration, then smoothly transition into how your guide actually helps. And third, hit them with 5 to 6 very specific bullet points detailing exactly what they're going to learn inside. Now, when it comes to pricing, please do not price your very first product at $1 just because you're trying to get sales faster. Pricing at $1 out of sheer desperation practically screams that your work has zero value, and honestly, it just attracts the completely wrong type of buyer. Instead, price it between $7 and $17. At $17, it's still low enough to be a quick impulse buy for someone who is genuinely in pain, but it clearly signals that the content inside is actually valuable and worth their time. Section 5. Outreach and daily content. Finding your actual buyers.
So, the product is live. Now we build your daily marketing engine. We need to actually get real eyeballs on your brand new link, and we're going to do this without relying on a pre-existing audience or some massive social media following. Let's demystify the math really quick. 6. If you price your brand new guide at $17, you only need exactly 6 sales to hit your $100 goal. 6. If you price it at $10, you only need 10 sales. When you look at the math this way, getting to $100 becomes incredibly achievable through just direct, targeted outreach.
So, how do we actually find them? You go to Instagram or TikTok and search for hashtags that are directly related to the problem your guide solves. Look for real people commenting on posts saying that they are struggling. Then, you send them this exact direct message. Hey, saw you were interested in topic. I just put together a quick guide for people who want to outcome without struggle. Want me to send the link? This works beautifully because it's a genuine conversation starter. It's not some pushy, spammy pitch. You're just offering a solution to a problem they already admitted they have. All right, here is your 14-day blueprint. Day 1, start finding those hashtags. From day 1 to 14, you are sending 20 of those direct messages every single day. Also, from day 1 to 14, you need to post one relevant piece of content daily that points people right to the link in your bio. By the end of those 2 weeks, that first $100 arrives. This is exactly why consistency matters so much. It's not about luck, it's just a mathematical outcome of volume. Now, as a quick aside, if you want to collapse this timeline from months down to just weeks, having pre-built systems is a massive help. Platforms like Ritrisk provide proven templates, the exact outreach scripts, and offer structures, so you aren't just out there guessing from scratch. Tapping into systems like that makes hitting this milestone significantly faster.
Section 6. After your first sale. Let's talk about the critical next steps.
Okay, so picture this. It's the exciting moment your phone finally buzzes. That first payment notification hits. But wait, do not make the massive beginner mistake of treating that single sale as a finish line. It is a confirmation point, not the end of the race. The literal moment it comes in, do these 3 things. Step 1, screenshot it immediately for social proof to use in your future content. Step 2, message the buyer. Thank them and ask, hey, what exactly made you buy? Whatever they say is absolute marketing gold. Step 3, get right back to your daily outreach and content. Do not stop. I promise you, the second sale is closer than the first one was. But I want to give you a crucial reality check here. The path is not a straight line. Some days your outreach will produce absolutely nothing. 0. You will have days with no replies at all. And you know what? That is totally normal. It is not proof that the system is broken. The people who actually make it to their first $100 are simply the ones who stay in the process on those slow days instead of just throwing in the towel.
Let's do a rapid-fire summary of the complete system just to firmly cement this in your mind. It's incredibly simple when you boil it down. One specific product, one specific audience, content every single day, outreach every single day, and a consistent call to action pointing straight to your link. That's it. That is the entire highly effective strategy.
So look, you know exactly what to build, you know how to price it, where to list it, and exactly how to find your buyers. The only thing left for you to do is to actually start. Today. Not tomorrow, next week when you feel more ready, because honestly, every hour you spend waiting is an hour that moves you absolutely no closer to your goal. Open up Claude AI today and just start building.
I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought. What is the one problem you can solve today? Write it down right now. Force yourself out of this passive consumption mode and jump directly into the builder phase. That first $100, it's way closer than you think. You just needed the right sequence. So get to work, and we'll see you in the next explainer.